Hello everybody, it is I Hidden Flame, and yes, I am not showing the game just yet because I was messing around, just looking around under everything. Um, I did go through the hot springs and get the extra notes, so we're going to start with the story time. But I decided to go into uh, the arcade machine just to look at the difficulty, and something came out of nowhere. When I first started, there was only three difficulties, 1, 2, and 3. So I could just right now, boom, max out that difficulty, get my butt whooped. Um, I could do that for grinding if I wanted to, and I would love to do it. But I want to finish the game first. What I'm thinking of doing is, because this game has a new game plus, I could probably do a live stream on the harder difficulty just to have some fun. But for now, we have a story to read. There are 8 of these, and there's 2 more, 1 in each level. Sorry, Coda. She's in my lap. Okay, it is story time. I know this sounds concited, but I'm absolutely certain my sister and I are among the top 10 best spies in our country. We are a product of years of training rather than a talent we were born with. And my sister and I, well, at least I have a sense of pride of my own abilities. It wouldn't be a stretch to say half the reason and value of my own existence is in my job as a spy. I am me because I am a spy. I am a spy because I am me. But Adelina is also quite skilled as a spy, even when compared to my sister and me. She executed her missions with a machine-like calmness, and even succeeded in obtaining the remaining 10% of Dr. Terashima's data, which I had yet to do. She slept with him, just like I had. Adelina informed me with an unchanging expression. She had slept with Terashima and found the opportunity soon after. Then she completed the task without issue. There was nothing on the remaining 10% data that would be cause to postpone our mission. To be honest, I didn't like that one bit. She could have discussed it with me first, as that was supposed to be my mission. It was clear as day that Adelina didn't trust me at all. It had been 3 days after she took the remaining 10% of Hiroshima's data. Adelina suddenly came to my room and brazenly told me with a written message. I had a discussion with our people and we came to a decision. About what? I gave her a puzzled expression. Adelina wrote 3 numbers. It was a date. 1 month from today. What else? The day we execute the plan. Adelina told me there was no need to investigate further. That was the day we would massacre everyone in the facility. The plan was simple. There was a system facility assembly held every Tuesday. There was a facility-wide assembly held every Tuesday. We would detonate pipe bombs where a majority of the staff members would gather, killing everyone there. Then one by one we would kill everyone else who didn't attend the assembly. After that we'd have plenty of time to destroy all the data and products of the clone research to the point where they would be completely unrecoverable. Adelina and I would escape into the ocean with a ship, then blow up the mining facility with dynamite just in case. There were detailed procedures for each of those steps, but the mission itself was easier than a high hurdle race with all the hurdles removed. We'd already confirmed there were no other professionals within the facility that could oppose us. The explosive and firearms for the mission were slowly smuggled into Mani by my sister before I joined. And I left all that was left was to press the switch. All that was left was to pull the trigger. Everything was in place. I simply needed to mentally prepare myself. Killing my 6-year-old big sister was no big deal. I feigned indifference. No, that wasn't good enough. I needed to bring myself to think that way and believe it. I've been trained many times to separate my personal feelings from the missions. I've killed countless people I didn't even hate. I've slept with countless people I didn't even love. It was all for this day. All those days of hellish training were all for this very day. In my bed, the restroom, walking down the hall, behind Terashima, while sleeping with Terashima, I spent every moment shooting down my anxiety and uncertainty. Is your 6-year-old big sister a different person from my sister? Yes, the creation of life is a privilege reserved only for God. A clone couldn't possibly be my sister. The question felt like a form of self-harm. So you should kill her then? Yes, I should. Everything related to clone research is a blight upon this world. It felt like I was killing a part of myself. Would you still have killed her if her memory wasn't impaired? Of course, everything related to clone research is a blight upon this world. Her memory is of little importance. Nausea. Do you think you should kill her yourself? Yes, I do. Despair. How could you be sure you won't regret it? I won't. Even if I did, that would be completely insignificant to the world. Rejection. Is cloning truly a sin? Cloning is absolutely a sin. As I repeated this line of questioning in my head, all anxiety and certainty inside me disappeared without a trace. Now I was ready. I'd obtained a heart of iron. I galvanized myself by repeating it over and over, but it turned out I was struggling to control myself far more than I had realized. Just as we were about to go to bed as usual, Dr. Terashima kissed me once, then said, "You've been looking a bit pale lately." "It's nothing." "Your sister's been worried too. She said you seemed to be very troubled by something lately." "Well, you can always talk to me if something's wrong. I'm your superior and lover, after all." Isn't he a smooth one? What a load of crap. After having slept with Adelina? Terashima didn't even know that I knew about their little relationship. I'd say relationship, but they had only slept together 3 or 4 times, and Adelina was giving him the slip ever since she retrieved the data she needed. I'd been physical with him many more times than she had, and the level of intimacy in our relationship was far deeper, but ridiculous. What was I even trying to compete for? Self-esteem. A woman's ego? It was useless. It was all useless to me. Anything that wasn't needed for the job would be shot down with the logic of God. I had shaped my heart into that of a spy. Ever since Adelina came to Monty, my sister and I had grown further apart than ever. I had continued avoiding her. The trick was controlling your heart. The trick to controlling your heart is to face your anxiety and uncertainty head on. I understand that, but I was afraid if I talked to her, all the words I had been shooting down in my head would change shape and turn on me. I avoided her all this time because I thought it would be better to avoid seeing her until the day of the plan than to risk facing these emotions. But 3 days before the day we had planned to execute the plan, my 6-year-old big sister came to see me in my room. I had come so close to asking her to leave because I didn't feel like talking to her at the moment. But then I saw her looking afraid that I'd deny her. I couldn't bring myself to spit out the words. I invited her to my room and put a cup of tea on the table for her. Sorry to barge in so suddenly. It's okay, but what is it? Nothing particular, but lately, ever since Adelina came, I guess, you seem even more downcast than before. You think so? If something's bothering you, I'd wish you'd tell me about it. No, nothing's. I'm your sister Olga. You may think it's so, but that's not how I see you. You're not my big sister. I already cited that. But despite that, or maybe because of that, because of the 6-year-old in front of me isn't my sister because she's just a stranger. Because of that, I decided to ask her. What if, hypothetically speaking, yeah? I knew I should, but I couldn't stop myself. Far, far away from Japan, there was a country with a religious outlook that directly denounces cloning technology. The Arabs of the country realized cloning experiments were being done at this facility, so they sent a certain woman to work as a spy. The woman believed in the country's religion without question and continued her spy efforts with pride. But one day, someone very dear to her died. That person had come back to life thanks to the sinful cloning technology. And because of that, a part of her had been saved. The girl began questioning whether the religion she believed was right. Or more like, she began wondering what she was supposed to think about clones. She just didn't know anymore. Yeah. And how do I say this? If you were to talk to that girl, what would you tell her? My sister put her hands to her lips and lowered her eyes. Then her lips barely spoke in an audible voice. I'm sorry. What? Sorry, this is all just so sudden. I can't imagine what that'd be like. Oh. That's what she meant by sorry. Of course, my 6-year-old big sister lost her memories, had no idea that she abandoned her mission as a spy for me to complete mine. There was no way I would get the apology part of me a part of me so greatly desired. Well, that's coming to a climax, isn't it? I have a feeling we're going to get betrayed. I have no room. Guess I'll take that, put that away. Okay, so yeah, let's do that for now. So we're gonna go to the next area. Here we go. So when I was looking up the information on the notes, I kind of got spoiled a little bit about this dungeon's mechanics. It's time based, so if I can't get somewhere, I have to let them get older or whatever, and then come back. So it's just like the mall, just like the school. Oh, hi. Oh my god. That was not what I was expecting. Oh my god, really? Can I reload? Please. Thank God. Damn it. Tight quarters. I hate this. Come on. Oh, shoot. Oh, dear. Okay. It's dark and I can't see. Okay, so it looks like I have to put something on the pedestal. Storage out of water. Please refill. I don't have any water on me. I'll have to come back. Unless I find one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Level. You know I don't like those things. Oh, come on, guys. This is what I hate when they're kids. They have, like, no strength. Oh, hello. Water. Awesome. Maybe I can open that pedestal or whatever. Something there. But anyway, I got the water now. Ah, there's that door. Okay. Okay. The passing months have eaten away at the walls of and roof, leaving a dreadful atmosphere. How long has it been since I was last here?
Damn it.
Man, this sucks. Rundown hospitals are the staple of scary stories. And the staple of horror games, too. Oh, Rio, behind you. Don't say that. Seriously, you're making me want to turn around. Behind you.
Damn it.
Okay, fine, I'll look.
Yeah.
Happy now there's no one here. Quit messing around. Are there going to be more extended TV episodes and Conquest videos here? No, the last broadcast was the finale, as he said. Those were directed towards you garage kids, so aren't any episodes for Sachika or myself. Besides, I've never planned on coming to this hospital in the first place. Wait, don't tell me you missed the Extend TV already. Not in the slightest. For the love of that show, I see. No love for that show, I see. I worked so hard on it, so it was a shame to see it wasn't very popular.
The hell?
Oh, shit. Wait, you really did make those? Yeah. Before you all woke up on Garage Island. It took me a while, but I made them bit by bit. This hospital still has working computers and equipment. I'm sure you figured it out. Why I made them by now. To inflict stress on us and make us distrust each other. To harness us. To harass us, in other words. I have a question for you. What does our past have to do with the 7 deadly sins?
No.
Nothing more than illusion. It served as a tool for an eerie dramatization, all while misleading you from my true identity.
Any thoughts?
But they were quite fitting, don't you think? So the remaining sin of greed fits you then. Indeed. I've lived only to fulfill my desires. That is the very definition of greed, wouldn't you say? Oh, and there's another thing. There's another reason I use the Deadly Sins theme. Even without your memories, I wanted you to remember that you're all sinners.
What?
Sinners.
Why you?
We didn't commit any sins in our memories. We were the ones getting hurt.
Give me a break.
Not that. Your sin was sacrificing Sachika. The reason I put you under mental pressure was to make you remember that. You made Kurosaki, the serial killer, murder Sachika. That was your sin. Mamoru. Clone Sachika looks at me and then looks down dejectedly. Why did she look so hurt? She wasn't. She who has the same face and name, but a different heart than the original Sachika. The sin is the reason I turned you all into human clones, and why the world was destroyed. What? What does the end of the world have to do with why Sachika was killed? Let's continue this discussion later. I'll explain the beginning of your sin and the end in due time. With that, I stare into the darkness behind them. In the darkness, something even more darker seems to stir. Okay. Great, I'm gonna have to deal with nurses. Ow! Oh, hi. Coda, no. Coda, no. Nice. Whoa! Chicken! Random chicken appearance. Give me that beak. I need that beak. Come on. Ow! Death by chicken! Death by chicken! Death by chicken! This is not good. What did I tell you? We're gonna get our butts whooped. Coda, no.
It's too heavy, even for me. It's important. Where's the rest? Thanks. Nothing wrong with some help. It's too heavy, even for me.
The hell? Ow. Okay, so yeah, we're getting wrecked here. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. We're gonna come back, hopefully, with some better strategy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.